and revive their fortunes. Free State Stars have tended to have the edge in this fixture. Not by much. 28 games played. Stars have won 9, Celtic have won 6. This is... So Aries will be mended on the touchline. Play will go on. Celtic with 10. Sweet touch there by Gulwa. One of the real class players in this Celtic lineup. Motsweneng. Celtic will want to start as well as possible. They got a 0-0 draw midweek against African Wanderers, but Dave Roberts declared himself satisfied with the way they played. Sutetsi and Mabuke. It's been closed down there unfairly. The tackle there by Pizzo Likone. That's the challenge there. Really a foul by Likone. Celtic with Nikane, who's been in good form this season in a team that's struggled to score goals. He's come up with 6. Michel Babale getting good distance on the kick. The defending's been good though so far by Mabuke. Fierce battle in midfield. Nteo. Isaacs. It's well read by Pizzo Mokwena. All given away though. Now Gulwa. Stars defending and defending well there. Interplay there between Motaung. Getting it away, and Joe Bwalia. Kauliza. And a lot of running from him in the opening minutes, mostly harassing the defense. Now hoisted high. Keeper calls, comes. Good play by Maseko. Decisive goalkeeping. Motsweneng back on his feet. Isaacs, that's a good ball for Nikane. Still Nikane. Joe Bwalia just holding him off. Long enough for Babale to make that clearance. Aris just tangling there with David Tlamini. No real chances then in the opening minutes, but some bright approach play by both teams. Kauliza putting in a lot of running. Motaung. Nice little burst into space there by Likone. Nikane, who's been full of running. Quite a few games between these two teams ending in draws since 1985. 13 draws in 28 matches, almost half. Funny pattern in the results really. When Stars have won against Celtic, they've tended to win by the odd goal. Celtic have tended to win comfortably. 2, 3, sometimes as many as 4 or 5 goals in the victory. That's well cut out now. Possibilities on the break. Mazibuko. And now Tlamini. Mazibuko again. That's a sweet turn inside. Well, just too many green shirts for him, but Tsiu gets it away. And now Kauliza. And the first corner of the match conceded. So we'll see what Free State Stars can. Very hard for the front runners. Isak. Nice little touch inside. And the penalty is given. The penalty is given. And Celtic have an opportunity to take the lead. No hesitation there from Jonas and Hlapo. The ball was played in by Isak. That's the challenge there. And Teo goes down under that challenge. And Celtic, an opportunity to take the lead here. The injured player hobbles off. And Nikane will step up. And the goal puts Celtic in the lead. Stoffel Tsietsi Nikane makes his way over to the side. Rather unusual celebrations. But Celtic, to some extent struggling to put their attacks together, have managed to get one past Michel Babale. And big smiles there from the goal scorer. And this is why. Nikane sends the keeper, well, straight over him. Thought for a moment that he might have gone the wrong way, but Nikane, goal number 7, comfortably leading scorer for the team in green and white. Kauliza, little defensive difficulty there, very well indeed. Now, Nteo, great ball from him. Guwa, is this number 2? Great stop there by Michel Babale. Lovely football there between Nteo and Guwa.
Definitely is. There seems to be a good understanding between Isaacs, Nteo, and the way that they run forward. And if he had left it for Nikane, we might have counted goal number 2.
Nikane is offside by a good couple of yards. Stars have just lost their rhythm somewhat. Shaken a little by the goal. We'll see that attack again.
There is that ball through to Gula. Look at how he pushes that. If he had left it at that moment, maybe for Nikane, he might have made a difference in there. But all in all, a good defensive work by the goal.
Continue. Mukwena has come back. Doesn't look entirely comfortable after that injury. Dlamini. It's a good ball forward for Tsiu. And the saving tackle was by Mabuke, who had a long way to come, I can tell you, to get in there. Lovely bit of play there by Dlamini to set Tsiu free and win the corner here for Free State Stars. 10 minutes roughly to the break. Stars with their 4th corner. Mukwena. Played in deep. That's excellent defensive work there from Tsutetsi. Read exactly where that ball was going and cleared the danger.
Forward, giving supply to their front runners and also coming in support. But that seems to have gone off ever since Bloem Celtic scored that goal. But I think, again, you can see that the midfield of Stars, Abraham Nteo has been very instrumental in that, as well as Mazibugo and Mutsonin. They have been very effective, and they have kept the Stars midfielders very busy, so they haven't been able to move forward as they would love to.
Yes, Goodman Mazibuko's had to do a lot of defending. He's looked one of the better creative players for Stars when he's had the ball at his feet, but Teo and Guwa in particular, with his late runs into the penalty areas, kept the Stars midfield very busy. Konza. Tsiu will bring it away for Stars. Tsiu again. Looking from Kize. Nteo. He's had a good first half. Then there's Mazibuko having to track back and do the work there. Well won by Boat. Tiu has gone left. Pauliza goes right and picks out Lamini. Will tangle in the penalty area. The referee not interested. And Celtic looking to strike on the break here. Nikane is the target. Sweet skill from him. Oh, that's wonderfully worked by Nikane. Long range drive into the side netting. Well, Celtic looking dangerous on the break there. 5 minutes before the break, looking as if they might have grabbed a second there from Ephraim Ledimo. Isaacs. Lovely skill. Isaacs again. Second opportunity to cross. It's a good searching ball. Oh, that should have been a goal. Goa had a clear sight of it. He was 4 meters away from the goal, perhaps. Straight at the keeper. This is a sweet, sweet ball in from Isaacs. And really, that should have been buried. Hasn't made any other mistakes. That's a good ball. Picking out Likone. Goes down on the edge of the area again. 3 free kicks conceded right on the edge of the penalty area here. This time it's the skipper Mkonza. He's stretching an arm out there. Well, very difficult to see from the angle of our picture then. In truth, the assistant referee had a much better position than we do up here. For a moment I thought that that contact was within the penalty area. No real threat from the free kick so far. Can they change this? Boileau's pushed forward. Oh, that's disappointing in the extreme. Out of the game, but this man, Tsietsi Nikane, stepped up when the team won a penalty after Abram and Teo was pulled down. No difficulty putting away the penalty for his 7th goal of the season. And only Celtic's 13th all of this campaign. But it's enough to give them the lead as we take the halftime break here at the Bushokung Stadium in the picturesque little town here of Bethlehem.
Leboang Kukame has been brought in, and the other thing was that there was no link, a definite link that you could see between himself and Isaacs.
Well, Kukame had a very good season in the previous campaign, 11 goals. He's yet to open his account this year, so not in the best goal scoring form, it should be said. But an opportunity to threaten Michel Babale there. Katai Kukame's in space. Oh, that's stuck away. The flags stay down, and the substitute is on the score sheet with virtually his first touch of the match. The defense stood still. The ball was looped over by Nteo, I think it was. And Kukame, with the coolest and simplest of finishes, sparks off fresh delight amongst those supporters, and a huge smile for the man from Katlehong. Well, Babale beaten yet again, and on both occasions you have to say, Ike, he had absolutely no chance.
Definitely didn't have any chance. His defense stood rooted to the ground instead of covering him, and that man had the easiest of touches to put Bloemfontein Celtic's 2 goals ahead. And this, of course, is going to be a test of character for them. Let's take a look at it again. Nteo floating through. And there's the man coming into the picture and coolly touching it away from Michel Babale. This is going to be another angle that you see that goal being scored. And it's going to be a test of character for Free State Stars. Let's see if they can come back from a 2-goal deficit.
Well, an ideal start for right for him. Dlamini clattered to the ground there. I think we might see another booking here. Yes, indeed. So Mabuke, having been injured himself previously, goes into the book for this foul.
Look at how he clutters into that player, and there's the yellow card. And the captain also gets booked, Mkonza, I think, for remonstrating with the referee. So 2 yellow cards unnecessarily for the captain today, who has led by example. He's been very strong at the back, and now decided to go and exchange a few words with the referee, and gets booked for that.
Well, it's a shocking tackle from Mabuka there. In some ways, you might argue he's lucky just to get yellow. But 2 of the central defenders now for Celtic getting themselves booked. And just a little sign that they need to remind themselves to concentrate. There's a lot of this match still to go. About 38 minutes for watchers. A booking here, maybe a second yellow card, a man goes off. Stars pull one back. Who knows, the game could be up for grabs again if Celtic don't cement the lead they have. Great strike, good save there by Maseko. Well, that was perhaps the closest that they've come here, Mokoena. And Maseko pulling off a great save.
Well, it was a well-taken free kick. This floating towards goal, and Maseko coming out and palming that away.
More work for the goalkeeper and the defense. And the other. Siu. Mazibuko takes that well. Still Goodman. Mazibuko takes the return. Mazibuko, that's worked. Wide for Dlamini. Great block by who else? Mabuke has made some terrific tackles. Dlamini really needed to get his shot in as quickly as possible. 6 goals last season, yet to open his account in this campaign, and he had a good opportunity there. Still, they do have another corner. Another change now for Free State Stars, and it will be David Khadebe who comes into the game, and he takes the place of Tebogo Tsiu. Great stop. Oh, it's in the back of the net. Mazibuko beaten at last. Now getting into an absurd situation there, really. Trying to prevent the ball from being picked up. Keeper doesn't want to go there at all, I would think. They've got to concentrate now on tightening up their defense. Well, there was a real goal-mouth scramble. We'll need to see that again just to see for sure who got the final touch. This is the corner, swung in there by Likone. Oh, we'll wait on that replay. Was it? That's the corner swung in. We'll get a look at it now. First header there was from Bwalia. The final touch looked like it was from Kauliza. Now, who got the last touch? Bwalia got the first header, and there's no doubt about that. Stuck away there by Kauliza. Doing well to win it back. Dlamini. Khadebe. He's got some pace, Khadebe, and he's got a corner kick. They've scored from one already. And another opportunity to put some pressure on a Celtic defense that is suddenly looking very shaky indeed. Kauliza, his second goal of the season. Bringing his team right back into this game. Kukame. His goal looked to be sending Celtic on their way, but he's back defending. Bwalia at the far post. And the referee quick to point to a goal kick there. Long ball wide for Khadebe to chase. Nice cross back. Kauleza again was the target. Celtic really need to try and settle things down if they can. This man could be vital. Bulwa, he's good at holding it up. Flag stay down, and Teo. Kukames burst through the middle, and that's a very good interception by Mokoena indeed. Good football too, though, by Celtic, just reminding Free State Stars that they could pay a price if they push too many men forward in search of that. Stars know that they're looking to capitalize here. Kauliza, scorer of the goal. Now Mukhocho, great strike! It's 2-2. Pugiso Mokgojo, his first goal of the season. And what a strike that was. He took that beautifully. And the man who scored Star's opening goal, Kauliza, well, he was the provider with a beautifully played ball inside from the right. Well, we asked the question about 15 minutes back when Celtic started picking up a little rash of yellow cards, whether the team that had taken the lead were just in danger of letting things fray a bit, and that's how it's turned out. And I can tell you, with 20 minutes still to go, Stars won't be thinking 1 point, they're going to be thinking 3.
I think they were guilty here, most of them, of ball watching, as Pugiso took control of that on his feet, strikes it well, and Maseko hit with the crowd. There it is again from another angle. Look at how he has space in front of him and just unleashes that shot and celebrates his goal.
That's a wonderful strike from Pugiso Mokgojo. He more than just that. Here he is again, involved in most of the attacks. That is a terrific pass for Likone. Played into stride for the number 25. Still Likone. Cut back. Is that the winner? Oh, it's off the post. Great strike there by Khadebe, and he almost gets in for a second bite, having just hit the upright. Well, David Khadebe, man from the small town of Koppies, must have thought he was today's hero. Look at the strike here. It's beautifully worked move there. Mokgojo's long ball. The corner's pass cut back. No chance there for Maseko. He's got his right hand upright to thank. And once again, Likone surprise. And once again, Khadebe is frustrated. So all-out attack again from Stars. And they are looking very, very good indeed in the final half hour of this match. We'll have time added on for injury. Celtic comes up. I think as much wanting to get things down to the other end as anything else. As I said, he's got a goal already this season. But it's defending that's going to be uppermost in his mind now. Both teams are going to make more substitutions. I'll tell you about those in just a moment. Let's just watch this attack. Mokgojo involved as always. Mokoena. Oh, he pulls Kukame down. A little bit lucky not to get a card. And Celtic will get a second chance at that free kick. Just a little bit over hasty. Almost gave the ball away. Mazibuko battling with Motsweneng. Now Rantili. Long range drive. Skids into the shins there of Maseko, who gets it at the third grab. And needs some cooling down here. I think the referee will judge, and perhaps judge fairly, that that ball for a moment was up for grabs. Not once, but twice. Maseko's gone down and stayed down. The yellow card is brandished for David Khadebe. But in truth, when we look at it again, I think we'll see that that ball was up for grabs. First booking for a Stars player. Maseko, the author of his own problems here, spills the ball. Now it's loose. Well, yes, Khadebe was late in there. Perhaps the first challenge was the one that was fair, but Khadebe, on second look, perhaps that booking was earned. So into the last 5, Tili. Keeper makes a hash of it. Now this was the challenge that was fair. This was the challenge that I think wasn't. Khadebe, and the referee gets it absolutely right. Might have had a word with Maseko, who could have been booked earlier. Just consulting Daniel Tamacha on the far side. Oh, he's giving a red card now. A red card to Michel Babale. Now, I have to say that I have no idea what that's for.
I definitely don't have. Was it for waste of time? What was it for? Probably get the answer during the post-match interviews with Walter Mokoena after this game.
Yes, Michel Babale is in no hurry to leave. Now, they've used all their substitutes. Free State Stars. So there's no question of bringing a reserve keeper in. One of the outfield players is going to have to take the gloves, take the blue jersey, and hope to goodness no one comes along who's got a shot that they might send flying in. I think it's Joe Boilio who's going to go in goal. The other goalkeeper, Nkosana Maseko, doesn't look...
Teams, the high work rate that we have seen. And also, I think the technical staff of both teams have done excellently. Substitutions were timely and very effective. And the final whistle goes. It's Bloem Celtics 2, it's Free State Stars 2.
Well, I look at the position the two teams were in coming into this game. Stars, first of all, in third place. Do you see them staying up in that top 5, top 6?
Given the display today, the determination they showed, the test of character, they came back and scored 2 goals. I think they are definitely going to be a side to be reckoned with.
And Celtic started the day in 15th position, obviously a weekend of games to play.